Hi, folks. Nick here from the Main Street Talk podcast. Are you thinking about your next Disney vacation? I can help you plan that vacation at no extra cost to you. Contact me at nick.garcia@academytravel.com. And if you enjoy our podcast, please rate in your player. Enjoy the show. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of the Main Street Talk podcast, your go-to podcast for all things Walt Disney World related, all the news, the tips and tricks, and all the updates. I'm your host, Nick, and as always with me is Joni.
Hi, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Well, just about.
Just about. This will be our last show of 2025.
Yeah.
Hard to believe, huh?
Yeah.
We're going to be celebrating by giving away a poster after the news.
Okay, perfect. It does seem like the year's gone by pretty fast.
The years go.
But I think the older you get, the faster it goes.
Yeah. And it's like, it's crazy. It's like, I don't know. Christmas came and gone. I hope everybody had a good Christmas and all the hustle and bustle of the holidays is behind us.
We were very jam-packed with events. I'm sure everybody was.
Yeah, we did our big Christmas late. We did it yesterday. Today's Sunday, December 28th, so everything's current now. But yeah, we did our big Christmas yesterday.
Had all the kids and the grands over and had a great meal.
A lot of food and
lots of
I love
wrapping to pick up. And
I love Christmas.
Uh-huh.
And I love spending time with the family during Christmas, but I am kind of relieved when it's over.
Yeah, but I think I went a little mild this year as far as the meal prep. I didn't go all out and do a complete smorgasbord to fill the entire.
No, dinner was delicious.
To feed the entire city. So
you made a brisket for the first time.
I
and it
did,
turned out
actually.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
We got some left over.
I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I have a home care background of 25 years or so. And the recipe I used is actually one of my clients that I had copied from her recipe card. So
it was very, very good.
Yeah. She says all you do, you spice it all up, you put in your marinade, and you cook the heck out of it. So that's what I did.
Well, she knew what she was talking about.
It was pretty good.
Everybody said it was delicious.
Yeah.
And,
well, good. I'm glad everybody liked it.
Yeah,
I had no complaints.
No complaints at all.
Yeah.
We never do, though.
And they always had food to take home, too. So
yep, everybody brings
worked
their
out
own,
just perfect.
Everybody brings over their own container to take their own food home.
The takeaways, yep.
So, yeah, we're excited for the new year and what the show's going to bring. I don't know. I got some ideas. I'm going to go over Joni with maybe some little tweaks in the show we can do.
Okay. I'm game for whatever you want to do.
For the next year, but we'll get to that. Are you ready to get into the news?
Of course I am.
The poster giveaway? We haven't done this.
Sure. Are we going to do the poster first?
No, we'll do the news first.
Okay.
I'm ready for the news.
Yeah, let's go.
There's not a lot.
Okay.
So, like I said, today's December 28th. Everything is current until now. Over in Magic Kingdom, we now have confirmation of the Cinderella Castle repainting project that was announced in August.
Uh-huh.
It's going to officially commence in January 26 and finish in late 26.
Okay.
The cranes will be lowered and out of sight by noon each day to not interfere with pictures. But I'm sure the moat will be drained very shortly.
Yeah. That's a lot of work for those workers to do. Tear down and set up each night.
Yeah.
Is it affecting any of the hours or like the late nights?
No.
Oh,
it's
wow.
not. The only thing that's going to be affected is maybe the views. But like I said, the cranes will be lowered and out of sight by noon each day. So I don't know. I didn't read if they're primarily doing it overnight, or I would imagine they are. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's going to go back to the original colors.
So hopefully they do like one side at a time, because, when you first get in there, a lot of people want photo passes with not many people in the background. You know what I mean? Like where it's not all hustle and bustle busy.
As soon as you turn down Main Street, all you see is people's, when you first get there, as soon as you turn down Main Street, all you see is people's phones in the air, taking pictures.
Well, and then they have photo passes. They probably have like 5 or 6 or 7 lined up just on Main Street. So depending on how distant you want the castle in your view or in your photo, you can...
I'm a fan of this. I like the old colors better.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a nostalgia thing or whatever, but I like the old colors better. So January till late 2026.
Cool.
And they also have announced the Disney Starlight Dream the Night Away parade will only perform once per evening on select days in early 2026. So make sure you check the app for times for these days, because the calendar goes out so far. But for these the last 2 stories we just talked about, there's more information on our blog. There's stories on our blog. And for this one, there's dates and times.
Okay.
As far as the calendar goes out.
Okay.
And a new permit was filed by the Imagineers for the installation of set elements at the Haunted Mansion. Don't have any information on it. Just set elements at the Haunted Mansion. And Pete's Silly Sideshow is now closing 1 day earlier than previously announced at Magic Kingdom. The Pete's Silly Sideshow circus tent will temporarily be unavailable beginning on January 4th, 2026. Originally, the closure was slated to begin on January 5th.
Okay.
So it's closing a day earlier. Minnie, Daisy, Donald, and Goofy will greet guests somewhere else in Storybook Circus. They haven't announced where yet.
Okay. So what's going on in there?
I think there was some damage to the tent is what happened.
Okay.
So yeah, they're just fixing stuff.
Okay. So how long is that supposed to be down?
They have not announced.
Okay.
So.
Well, at least they're meeting elsewhere. Just check your My Disney Experience apps to find out.
Keep up to date on that.
Yep.
And at Hollywood Studios, crews have poured concrete for most of the floor of the new Monsters, Inc. roller coaster.
Woo-hoo.
So that's moving right along, I should say. Not moving.
Yeah, the floor's not moving.
No, I saw an overhead, and it's a pretty big area.
Yeah.
And at Hollywood Studios, Vacation Fun, which has been closed since October 20th at Hollywood Studios, has now reopened. There hasn't been any changes. I think they were doing something with it during Jollywood Nights. So that's reopened.
Okay.
In Animal Kingdom, when I first saw this headline, I was like, what? But it's not what it seems. Disney has filed a mysterious demolition permit for the Tree of Life at Animal Kingdom. It's most likely an extension of the one they filed for the Zootopia Better Together show, because that one expired on the 31st. So the thinking is they just extended it in case they need to do something with the Zootopia show. And if they need to redo something or whatever.
Okay.
So
after they do their trial runs and
the tree's not getting torn down.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at you like, wait a minute, what? Like have little baby sprouts next to it with
Yeah. And the Encanto attraction it's moving along. I know I don't want to talk about this every week, but it's just amazing how fast it's going up. I saw pictures. There's more steel beams and there's now concrete walls at this attraction. So this thing's going up fast. So
they're going to have a lot of moving parts in that one. I mean, if they have to make a house that comes to life,
it's going to be
a lot of stuff.
And I'm impressed by this because Disney is notoriously slow on building things, and this seems to be going pretty quick. And like I've been saying for a year, I think Epic Universe really kicked them in the butt.
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
Yeah, I bet so. Yeah,
and that's it for park news. Under miscellaneous, Avatar: Fire and Ash, its first weekend, earned $345 million at the box office internationally.
Wow.
I read something today. I didn't put it in here. I should have. I think globally now, because it's been open for a week or so, it's $750 million. So
that's incredible.
That's crazy.
Wow.
So we haven't seen it yet. I want to see it though.
Yeah. Well, it came out at a busy time.
Yeah, during the holidays, right during the last minute shopping part of Christmas. But I'm in. That's a good point because as things are winding down from Christmas, people have more time to go do this. So.
And as I made a comment, yesterday we were out and about for a little something or whatnot.
Yeah.
And I think it's just as busy the week after Christmas as it is the week of. It's just, there's so much traffic out.
I was like, take me home.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And Disney has introduced 30 new Mickey and Minnie Cove cabanas at Castaway Cay, offering private beachside escapes with upgraded amenities. And this is all near Serenity Bay. The cabanas are highly sought after and available at a premium cost with reservations based on Castaway Club status.
How many did they add?
30.
They added 30.
They added 30.
Wow.
And along with this, DCL has also opened a new adults-only barbecue restaurant called Hangar 98 Barbecue at Castaway Cay, Serenity Bay, replacing the old Serenity Bay Barbecue with the more themed pavilion serving favorites like burgers, fish, chicken, stuff
Well, it was good when we ate there.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it.
Yeah. I wonder what they could even do to, I mean, the only thing I could think of is maybe a little bit more seating.
It says theming. I don't know.
Oh,
It's a hangar, so probably looks like an airplane hangar. Yeah. And it's open exclusively to guests 18 or older for lunch, and this is included with the cost of the cruise.
Perfect.
So this is your free island lunch.
It is the adults' time to get away from the kids after being on a boat with them
after being stuck in a 5x5 cruise cabin all week.
Exactly.
Okay, that's it.
And yes, we do love children. So
we do love children, but a 5x5 cruise cabin is small. That's it. That's all I got for news.
Really?
For parks, kind of slow, but it was Christmas week, so they probably didn't want to overwhelm too many people.
Sure. Sure. Okay. Perfect. Thanks.
Okay, I think it's time for our poster giveaway.
Oh, great.
We haven't done this in a long time. I'm excited for
I gotta
this.
get the wheel pulled here.
You got to get the. I got the list.
All right. Let me know when you want me to go.
I'm ready to go.
Okay.
You spinning?
I just hit it. Yeah.
Just hit it. Okay.
Just hit it.
Where are we at?
And eventually we're going to interject some sound here with this.
Yeah. There's some tweaks we need to do in the new year.
56.
56. We have got Nicolette. Nicolette, congratulations.
Yes.
You have won a official Walt Disney World Grow Chart poster. So we will be getting a hold of you via email within the next couple of days to get your mailing address so we can get that out to you.
Okay, perfect.
Congratulations, Nicolette.
Yeah, congratulations. I'm inputting that information in the system right now.
So check your email, check your spam folders, your promotion folders, but we will be sending you an email on probably Wednesday. Look for it on Wednesday.
Okay, wonderful.
Okay.
Sounds good to me. Yeah.
All right. Where are we at for Spotlight this week? Magic Kingdom's winding down very quickly.
We are winding down. I've already started my template on the next park because we're so close to finishing up Magic Kingdom. We are going to move. Actually, this is going to be our last visit for Liberty Square.
Okay.
And I'm just scrolling here to make sure that I'm not misspeaking. Yes, it is our last one. We're doing Hall of Presidents today.
Hall of Presidents. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So as stated, it's in Liberty Square. It's an air-conditioned indoor animatronic stage show. And the Disney description says, "Behold all the presidents of the United States in a stirring show tracing the history of the highest elected office in the land." Obviously, there's no height requirement. The capacity for the theater, or it's not really a theater, is it? It is a theater.
Yeah, it's a theater.
Yeah, it is a theater. Yeah. And
what is the capacity? I'm curious.
700.
Because when we went in there, we were there last year. Obviously, I know the front of the building is not going to give you how big it is. But when we walked in, I was very surprised at how big it was.
Yeah, 700.
The stage is huge.
The stage is huge. So, and it's got 3 massive digital projection screens that are seamless. So
yeah.
It's incredible. There's no lightning lane. There's plenty of seating in this with 700 people at a time. The duration of this show is 25 minutes, but you want to check the My Disney Experience app daily because the show times do change. You can remain in your wheelchair or your ECV. Assisted listening devices are available as well as handheld captioning. And this is an opening day attraction of October 1, 1971. So been around for a while. And they just keep adding as we need to.
Yeah, every time there's a new elected president, they get the current president to record something for it. And then I'll
get into a little bit of that. The original film developed by a Pulitzer Prize-winning historian who tells the dramatic story of the nation's founding. Originally conceived as animated wax figures, the presidents didn't meet Walt Disney's approval, so he tasked the Walt Disney Imagineering groups to develop the first audio animatronic figure in human form. The result was a groundbreaking Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln, which debuted at the 1964 New York World's Fair. The Hall of Presidents built upon the show's legacy, expanding it to all the presidents. Learn about the formation of our Constitution and the hard-fought struggles along the way, such as the American Revolution and the Civil War. Listen to the stirring words of JFK echo through the theater and watch Abraham Lincoln deliver his Gettysburg Address. Hear George Washington deliver a speech, and also a recorded performance of the Oath of Office by Donald Trump.
So and are you done with the animatronic part?
Yeah.
So I was going to say the entrance into the theater is amazing as well.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was going to say that earlier, and I was I completely cut you off. But the entrance, they have all the stuff around the hall you can look at.
Yeah.
So, if nothing else,
spend some time, go in there, enjoy some air, take a peek around.
Else, it's
learn
25
some history.
minutes. 25 minutes off your feet and in the air conditioning.
Well, I mean, and even just getting before the show, you can just kind of observe around while you're waiting
and you know
learn some history and things like that.
What people do also is, I know to get the kids out of school, sometimes teachers want they want to say, okay, do something for school. Show me something you did for school there. This is perfect.
This is an absolute perfect opportunity.
You can sit in there and your kid can write a couple paragraphs on what he learned in the attraction.
That's right.
So,
Bonus points.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
You want to take your kid out of school, you let me know and we'll figure out how to do it.
That's right. And then the moms and dads can learn, grandmas and grandpas can learn stuff too.
Yep.
that they may not have already known. So that's what I have for the Hall of Presidents. Great show.
Yeah, it's.
I liked it. I love stuff like that, you know, and they have the American flag going across all three screens. It's just, it's so big that it's mesmerizing, and I liked it.
All right. Well, thanks, Joni.
Yeah, you bet.
Now we're on to our movie of the week.
Okay, our movie of the week is a little odd. I was under debate on doing this one because it's not really, I mean, I'll just say what it is.
Okay, let's say what it is.
Saludos Amigos.
Saludos Amigos.
Yes. A little strange.
We watched it.
We did watch it, and I don't know that many people have probably watched this.
I had never heard of it before we watched it. And I am
just literally going down Disney's releases on all their shows, and that's what I'm doing. I'm following the timeline here. And this specific film was released August 24th, 1942 in Rio de Janeiro, February 6th, 1943 in Boston, and February 19th, 1943 to the rest of the U.S. It's 42 minutes. The budget was approximately $300,000. $50,000 was subsidized by the U.S. government.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Box office, I'll get a little bit more into why that subsidy is happening in just a moment here. The box office was a little bit more than 1.1 million worldwide in rentals. I don't know that this ever went to like
a theater.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it did.
But if you think back we didn't have all the technology and all that kind of stuff. And so people liked to do things to get out of their house. True. You know, come on. They sat around listening to radios before we even had TV. So
the Three Stooges used to go to theaters and they're like 12 minutes off.
Right. So Saludos Amigos is Spanish for greetings, friends. And this American live-action animated anthology film is set in Latin America and is made up of 4 different segments directed by supervising director Norm Ferguson and segment directors Wilfred Jackson, Jack Kenny, Hamilton Lusk, and Bill Roberts. Says it's based on Donald Duck by Walt Disney and Dick Lundy. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Specifically Donald Duck, other than the fact that he does appear in 2 of the segments.
Yeah.
2 of the 4. But in any case, the storyline is the film features segments of 5 countries in South America, which are Peru, Bolivia, Argentina, Chile, and Brazil. Each country has its own segment except for Bolivia and Peru because both of those countries are represented in the Lake Titicaca. And Donald Duck stars in, like I said, 2 of them, and Goofy stars in 1. It also features the first appearance of Jose, and I'm going to slaughter his name. Help me out. Cacao?
Caseo, I think.
Something. Anyway, he is the Brazilian parrot. He is also one of the characters in the Three Caballero, the movie. The ride. And the movie. Mm-hmm. Yep. Correct. That is in the Mexican pavilion in Epcot. So his little sidekicks. So you got Donald Duck, you got Jose, and you got Panchito. So those are the 3, I don't know, well, Donald's the troublemaker in everything he does. So anyway, those are the 3 up front and center stars of that show, in which we'll get into that movie not next week, but the week after, following my timeline. So that one's coming up pretty soon.
Can I say something early about that?
Of course.
One of the most underrated rides in all Disney World.
For sure. And we ran into it by accident.
Yeah, we want to get out of there. It was pouring down rain.
Pouring rain, and we went in there to just escape it for a bit because it was coming down pretty heavy and pretty hard.
Oh, there's a ride in here.
And there's a ride. Yeah. Oh, hey. And it's so neat because, I don't want to get too much into it because we're going to do it, but it's really, really cool. So Academy Award nominations, it had 3 of them. One for Best Scoring of a Musical Picture, 1 for Best Original Song, and the 3rd for Best Sound Recording. It did win the National Board of Review Award for Best Documentary. So that's what this film is. It's a documentary.
It's educational.
It is very educational.
You learn a lot about different countries.
And you know how Disney likes to send their Imagineers to different areas and get like the sites and the culture and thing, and they implement that into their shows. You can literally see it unfold during this show, during this film. The film was a success, helping to launch the international popularity of Donald Duck and leading Disney to produce The Three Caballeros in 1944, which was another government-funded film aimed at Latin American goodwill. In this film, the U.S. Department of State commissioned a Disney Goodwill tour of South America, intended to lead a movie to be shown in the U.S. Central and South America as part of the Good Neighbor policy. The film included live-action documentary sequences featuring footage of modern Latin American cities with skyscrapers and fashionably dressed residents. Film historian Alfred Charles Richard Jr. had commented that Saludos Amigos, quote, did more to cement a community of interest between peoples of the Americas in a few months than the State Department had done in 50 years. End quote.
Donald and Goofy.
Yeah. So the 4 segments are Lake Titicaca, where Donald rides a llama over a bridge. I don't want to give too much of it away because it's a short, cute film if you want to learn anything.
45 minutes or something.
It does go back from, it shows the actual documentary and then it goes into a little cartoony because we watched it with your mom actually. Yeah. And she said, is this what it is? I thought it was a cartoon. And so she was totally wanting a cartoon. But anyway, it does both. And then we have Pedro, who is the plane, who has to get the mail.
Yes.
And then we have El Gaucho Goofy. The American cowboy Goofy is taken from Texas and placed into the Argentinian to learn ways of the native gaucho. And then the one that I had to Aquadela,
yeah, that's
something
cool.
like that, of Brazil, which means watercolors of Brazil. And that one, I was reading a little bit and you can see it too. Like there's a flower and then it'll turn into a character and different things like that using watercolors. So, I mean, it's not the typical Disney film.
No, but it's more of an educational documentary with cartoon aspects.
Sure.
What I will say about it is, and I didn't say it at the time, but I was totally expecting it. Pedro the plane, I thought was going to lead to a completely heartbreaking ending.
Yeah.
But it didn't. I was like, what is going to happen to Pedro? Because it was going to be really sad.
Yeah. He gets himself into a situation that just doesn't know if he's going to be able to get out of it or not. So anyway, that's what I have on that short little film. Like I said, it's not the typical, but
no,
it's there nonetheless. And we watched it.
Yeah.
And
probably wouldn't watch it again.
And we're okay not watching it again. We know what we need to know about it.
I learned a little bit of stuff.
But it does have a lot of history and then being governmentally funded and
yeah, that's interesting.
And it was part of the good neighboring policy, trying to bring all the countries together. And so great.
All right.
That's
thanks,
what I got.
Joni.
Yeah, you bet.
All right. Tip or trick this week. We touched on this last week. We told you what we were going to do this week, but we're going to get a little more into it because we are members of this. Our trip we were in Disney last month is when we first physically set this up. So what I'm talking about is a service. It's not Disney owned. It's an outside service. It's called the Owner's Locker. What the Owner's Locker is, it's a tote rental and storage. Basically, you get a tote. Let me double check the size here. The tote is 13 inches high, 22 inches long by 20 inches wide.
And it's bigger than you think.
It's a good size tote. I just gave you the dimensions. When I first saw the dimensions online, I'm like, okay, that's, pretty good size tote. Once you open it, this thing's pretty big. You can fit a lot. So basically
we actually had a carry-on size that was delegated just to our things that we were going to put into our owner's locker.
Yep.
And we even still had space.
Yes. So the owner's locker is this. You get a tote. They deliver it to your resort on whatever day you want. They pick it up on whatever day you want, and they store it for you all year long. You can put your own padlock on it. They give you zip ties, numbered zip ties. And when I say numbered, it's like 8 digits or something. And that
is to guarantee that is the one that stays on there, that nobody's gotten into it. Because they are just zip ties.
Yeah, they are zip ties. But like I said, they are serialized zip ties. So yeah, they deliver it. They bring it to you. You store whatever you want in there. We filled ours probably 3/4 full of stuff that we don't have to pack anymore to take to Florida. I mean, little things from ponchos to...
Well, for example, say some of the things we have in there. We have a water pitcher.
A Brita water filter pitcher. I left a week's worth of underwear and socks.
Cooling towels.
We
opted not to leave our charging packs in there because of cruising and other vacations, but you could certainly do that as well. You can leave a set of pajamas in there for your party.
I did that too.
Any kind of toiletries, lotions, or, just be mindful if you have like sunscreens and things like that, you're going to have some expiration dates, but like Q-tips or, and we use their hygiene things, but, I even left deodorant there.
Yeah, anything you want, basically. And I'm going to tell you how it breaks down. This is at the time of recording. Now, this is the cost. It's a one-time membership fee of $75. The value plan costs $105 per year. That includes storage in a climate-controlled warehouse. Each round-trip visit costs $30. But if you update to the moderate plan, $125 per year, you get one free visit. If you go to the deluxe plan, it's $225 per year and includes unlimited visits per year. This was first set up for DVC owners. That's how we heard about it. You don't have to be a DVC owner to own this or to use this service. If you are a DVC member, you get a big discount. Well, just contact them. If you are a DVC member, you can get a discount. Contact them directly with whatever that is because it changes.
Yeah. And if I could just say, some people might be like, oh my gosh, the price, but for us, it's worth it because it cuts down on your list of, it cuts down on your list of what you need to pack and lugging the things around the airport and then unpacking them and then packing it back up and dragging it all back home. So it's beneficial for us in our opinion. So, obviously that's why we got it. So if it's something that anyone's interested in, I think it's a great feature. But we understand it might not be for everybody. We're just putting the information out there.
If you're going to Orlando once a year, definitely twice a year, and you're staying at a Disney resort, then they deliver to other resorts too. There's a list of where they deliver. I think it's definitely worth the conversation.
Well, and if you think, if you have to check or pay for a carry-on, if that's the size of what you're going to leave there, like we were, took a carry-on size. What is it, like around $40, $50, something like that? Is that one way?
Yeah.
Per way. Yeah. So right there,
that's what we paid.
Basically, one way is $100 or for one trip.
For a round trip. Yeah. And like I said, they deliver it. And we are not affiliated with them at all. We are just, I think this is, as DVC owners going at least once a year, maybe twice a year, I think this is going to be one of the best decisions we've made for travel to Orlando. Yeah.
And as we utilize it more, you can tweak it to your own liking and different things like that. And they also, you said they have a feature where you can go on and you can record what you have.
Oh, yeah. There's an inventory list right in there. Yep.
So if you're like, oh, wait, did I leave this there? And you can edit it. You can do, whatever you need to do.
Add, delete, modify. Yeah.
So there's no guessing. Do I have this there?
Keep your list current. Yeah.
Or, saves trips possibly to local retail stores to purchase things. You can just already have it at your fingertips. And that does get picked up and dropped off to Bell Services, which we mentioned. We mentioned before that would be another item. If they bring it to your room, please be mindful of them and give them a little bit of extra.
Ours was there when our room was ready. When our room was ready, went to Bell Services, our locker was already there.
Yeah.
And when it got picked up, I got emailed immediately, said we just picked up your locker.
Yep. So it's very good communication too.
Okay.
And if you want to, you can always throw one of those tile things in it, but then, or those trackers or whatever they're called. Yeah. There's different ones. But I don't really see that it's necessary if they're going to be doing the emailing, and also the batteries go out and those things, they need to be charged and what. So anyway, do as you wish.
Owner's Locker. Yeah, check out their website. Yeah. I think, like I said, if you travel more than once a year to Orlando, I think it's worth worth a reading at least. Okay, that's going to be.
And wait, they only drop off to Disney locations, though?
No, there's other resorts they drop off to. Yeah, there's a whole drop down list on their website where
so be sure to check that.
Yeah, check it out.
You're making your reservations.
Yep. And like I said, DVC owners, contact them directly for their latest DVC discount. We got a good discount with ours. Yeah, we got a really good discount.
We got in really good.
All right, well, that's going to do it for this week's show.
Okay.
Last show of the year.
Yeah. Congratulations, Nicolette.
Yes.
Congratulations.
We'll be contacting you on Wednesday through email, so check your spam folders and all that. Our website is mainstreettalkpod.com. If you want to register for future posters, go ahead and subscribe on the website. Facebook page is Main Street Talk. Facebook group is Disney World Tips and Tricks. Our Instagram is Main Street Talk Podcast. We have a YouTube channel, Main Street Talk Podcast. If you're looking to travel to any Disney destination, you can contact me, nick.garcia@academytravel.com. And we are affiliates of the Magic Candle Company, where you can bring the theme park scents home with you. The link is on the website, and use code Main Street Talk at checkout for 15% off. So, Happy New Year, everybody.
Yes.
It's been a great year. Thank you for listening all year.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun. Can't wait for next year.
You're welcome.
We will talk to you real soon.
Bye, everyone. Happy New Year.